Finance professionals are quiet quitting their jobs, and they're pursuing financial freedom as the Great Resignation continues to run riot throughout the finance industry. So learn more about some of the exit options that finance professionals are pursuing to exit the work environment over the next few years. Now, the first thing is, and this is the truth, many of the exit options that top finance professionals pursue where they're earning a high salary is to kind of, I won't say downgrade, but go to a slightly easier job that still pays well, maybe not as well, but they're still earning a good salary, right? So this would be people who maybe they have a very successful career earning 300,000 or more in the finance industry on a regular basis, plus the bonus on top. But they have a shift in priorities. Maybe they want to spend a bit more time with family. Maybe they just had a new child. They had a new baby. They went on maternity leave. And when they return to work, they want a slightly easier job. Maybe they just have a shift in priorities. They want more work-life balance. So they're not going to focus on their current job that is maybe particularly stressful or particularly senior. And what they'll do is they might go from a sales role or a trading role or a top investment banking private equity role to one of the support functions, maybe work in the risk management team, work in an operations team, work in another finance department team that has less long hours. They don't want to work 12 or 14 hours in the business. They want to work in a support team that's more of a 9-to-5 role that pays, say, 100 to 200K base salary. Now, that's an option for you to consider if you are in the finance industry, or you want to think maybe you're at the junior level and you're looking at your long-term options. What do you want to do? Do you want to stay with do you want to pursue a very intense long-term career, or maybe save some money doing that and then downgrade to a slightly easier job that still pays well? Now, number two is many people who work in the finance industry, when they want to pursue an exit option, they actually become like a franchise owner. They pursue something similar. They pursue something similar, but in another industry. So maybe they're good at business. They're good at sales and marketing. I worked with people who worked in sales on the trading floor of HSBC in the sales and trading teams. And after several years of that, saving their money and living quite a simple lifestyle, they took that money and bought a option to be a franchise owner of various businesses. Some people could be a franchise owner of Subway. I've seen that. And also people who become franchise owners of one of the more niche, popular fitness programs. You've probably heard of CrossFit. Maybe they own a franchise of CrossFit gyms, or F45, you might have heard of it. It's another kind of quick fitness program that they have, which is open to people who want to be franchise owners. Other people who maybe open their own yoga studio. Some of the women who work in sales roles in some of the top investment banks, they save their money. They have a particular interest in yoga. They do some yoga qualifications and open their own yoga practice, their own yoga gyms, effectively based on their kind of high net worth client base that they have in the finance industry. And they switch to yoga, and all of a sudden they've got many wealthy people who want to do yoga at their particular yoga gym, right? So it's kind of an easy transition for them, making a high salary at a top investment bank like Goldman Sachs, saving the money up, doing some yoga qualifications on the weekend, opening up your own yoga practice, and having a whole bunch of people in the industry who are highly paid, who will pay you a high salary to teach them yoga and do yoga classes with them. Now, option number three is they pursue their investments as a full-time role. So they worked in the finance industry, they saved money, and they bought lots of real estate. They bought many rental properties, whether they're houses or apartments, and they effectively become a full-time landlord managing those properties. Maybe they own 5 to 10 properties. They're getting paid quite significant sums. They've set it up in a tax efficient way, so they're making quite a lot of money, not paying a lot of tax. And they've done that, of course, within the realm of the law. And essentially, they make a ton of money being a landlord rather than being in the office, stuck in the office 12, 14 hours a day in a very busy trading floor, right? Now, another option they can do, which could be like a part-time thing I've seen, is some successful traders who effectively become multimillionaires. What they'll do is they'll find something that's slightly easier to do, which would be a way of leveraging their skills, which could become a trainer, teaching people how to trade, teaching people how to complete professional qualifications on derivatives, securities and financial regulation, all the typical professional certifications you need to do when you start in the finance industry. They effectively join a company, a training company, a trading simulation company, some kind of professional training company, and they do that a couple times a year, couple times in the month, and they get paid a decent amount of money. And given they're already rich, they just do that as almost a hobby to earn some money and pay for their basic living costs, even though they've already kind of made it in life. That's right. I think everyone right now, given the rate of inflation, given the fact that many jobs are kind of not paying well, right? They're not paying well, they're not keeping up with inflation. Many people can't buy a house, can't see a sustainable way to afford a house or a family. And those are some exit options you could consider setting up yourself over the long term. Over the next 10 years, maybe you could be in one of these positions, even if you're not in the finance industry, by saving out your money, investing your money, planning long term, maybe becoming a minimalist, things like that. Because everyone, I think, wants a quick exit or some sort of plan of exit, not to retire at 60, 70 years old, which is like the worst case scenario, I guess. So 3 ways that finance professionals are exiting their jobs in the finance industry. Number 1, pursuing easier jobs that pay well, that are still in the finance industry, but give them more work-life balance. Number 2 is becoming a franchise owner of major businesses, whether it's a yoga studio, any type of CrossFit gym, or a Subway, things like that, right? And then number 3 would become a landlord through their investments in real estate or other type of investments, or leverage their skills. Yeah, that's basically how it works. So that's a good option for you to consider. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. There are 2 recommended videos on your screen right now, a free ebook in the description, and leave a comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.